Good morning, students. Last class we learnt third stanza. Okay, there God thought that if He granted human beings all blessings and along with rest, then man would forget God and enjoy all God's gifts without even thinking of God. Now, see next stanza. Yet let him keep the rest, but keep them with repining restlessness. Let him be rich and worry, that at last, if goodness lead him not, yet worriness may toss him to my breast. Okay, here repining restlessness means continuous anxiety, and toss means bring, and my breast means here God actually may bring human beings near me. That means okay. Now see, at last God thought, if I had given them everything, then they may be forget me. Here me means God. Okay, God thought, if I had given them everything, then they may be forget me. At the end, God decided that He would let man have everything else except rest. He decided to deprive man of satisfaction and peace of mind. Here, rest means actually peace of mind. Though man had all the treasures, he was also burdened with feelings of discontentment and extremely tired or exhausted. Okay, because of discontentment, dissatisfaction that came from what he didn't possess, and extremely exhausted from handling his materialistic possessions. Materialistic possessions means that car, bungalow, property, gold, silver, whatever it is, all wealth, okay, property together called materialistic possessions. Thus, not because of his goodness, but for seeking satisfaction, man would always return to God and pray to Him for comfort. So, God had not given rest for humans. Why God had not given rest from humans? Okay, human being return to God and pray to Him for comfort. So, God had not given rest for humans. Okay, now see this stanza also rhyme scheme A B A B A. And rhyming words, what? Rest, last and rest. Okay, and restlessness and worriness. Okay, that rhyming words. Okay, now see figure of speech. Okay, see, but keep them with repining restlessness. That means alliteration. Okay, here letter R repeated twice. Okay, next see one more line. Let him be rich and worry. Here antithesis, two opposite words, rich and worry. Okay, used in the same sentence, same line. Okay, actually rich means comfort and worry means tiredness. So figure of speech antithesis. Okay, and see one more line. If goodness lead him not, at worriness, that inversion. Okay, and in inversion words are not arranged in proper order. Correct order is if goodness does not lead him. Okay, and also personification. If goodness lead him not, yet worriness, personification. An abstract object, goodness, has been given the human quality of leading. Okay, now one more, again antithesis, two opposite words, goodness and worriness. Okay, used in the same line. So figure of speech antithesis. Okay, two opposite words, goodness and worriness, used in the same line. So figure of speech antithesis. And one more, see, may toss him to my breast. That figure of speech hyperbole. Okay, it's an overstatement, used the idea of bringing man close to God. Okay, and also synecdoche. Okay, part for the whole word, my breast, used. Okay, Part for the whole word. Here my breast word used. Why used my breast? Because symbolizes God himself. Okay. So figure of speech synecdoche. Now see down one question given. Textbook. Okay. Your textbook page number 71 last. Okay. What would the human being do if God gifted him with rest? Okay. See answer. If God gifted man with rest, man would forget God and enjoy all God's gifts without even thinking of God. Okay. And see your textbook, that workbook also, workbook page number 95 and 96, there you will get same question. Okay. Now see workbook page number 95 and 96 and textbook page number 72. With the help of the clues, pick out words containing the letter A from the poem and build a word pyramid. Okay, see this structure is called word pyramid. Okay, see an article A. Okay, a preposition at, past tense of lie, lay, L-A-Y. Maximum length of your open palm, span, S-P-A-N. And make much of, that means adore. Okay, A-D-O-R-E. And loveliness means beauty, B-E-A-U-T-Y. And in place of means instead of, instead. Okay, I-N-S-T-E-A-D. And a collection of priceless values means treasure, T-R-E-A-S-U-R-E. And restlessness and discontent means weariness, W-E-A-R-I-N-E-S-S. Okay. And see second question, choose the correct alternative from the following. See 4 option also given. Herbert poem The Pulley displays, Herbert's poem The Pulley displays dash as the 2 main themes. Okay. Actually virgins and morality, spirituality. Correct answer. Okay. Option A. And see the summary of the poem The Pulley is what? To remind man about his creator in his exhaustion, and God pulled man towards him by making him restless and worry. That option 4 and 5th option. Okay, option 4th and 5th option. And see next question, in the poem the pulley is considered a gift to mankind. Okay, pulley is considered a gift to mankind. Next, dash is an example of pun from the poem that rest in the bottom lay. Okay, already I explained that. And see page number 73, dash is an example of paradox from the poem. Actually option first option. Okay, and rest in nature, not the god of nature. Okay. Next, dash is an example of synecdoche from the poem may toss him to my breast. Just now I explained that. Okay, word breast used part for the whole. Next, dash is an example of alliteration from the poem ripening restlessness. Okay, letter R repeated, so option third. Next, dash is an example of inversion from the poem, so both should losers be. Correct order, so both should be losers. Okay, and the rhyme scheme of the poem is what? Which? A B A B A. Okay, and see next question, discuss and answer in your own words and write in your notebook. The poet has used the word rest thrice in the poem. Write what the word implies in each of the 3 lines in occurs. Okay, see actually 3 times rest word used. Okay, see first rest in the bottom lay. Here rest means peace of mind, only one was left behind, that means okay, peace of mind. And one more, and rest in nature, not the god of nature. Here rest means man would be very happy with life and enjoy it fullest and never remember God who actually created nature and the world. and one more rest used, yet let him keep the rest. Here God says that man can keep all the other gifts that he has given for him, but he will not give him peace of mind, and this will make him worry or unhappy. Okay, next, see one more question. What does God, page number 73b, okay, last, what does God want in return from man for the gift he has bestowed upon him? Okay, actually in return for the gifts God has given, he wants to think of him and adore him for the lovely gifts and be thankful to him always. Okay, and see one more question given, question number C. Why did God withhold the gift of rest from man? Okay, now listen. God withheld the gift of rest from man so that he would eventually get tired and come to God for peace and satisfaction. Okay, and one more question given, 73, page number 73, last question. Besides those given in the poem, what other gifts has God blessed mankind with above his other creations, and list them. Okay, now listen. Besides those given in the poem, God has blessed mankind with the following gifts: understanding, emotional intelligence, compassion, humility, love, etc. Okay, now see page number 74. When does man generally turn to God? Give an example to support your response. Okay, actually generally man turns, okay, man turns to God in times of trouble and in need. Okay, for example, before an exam we pray to God that the exams will be easy and put all questions that we prepared. Okay, and see page number 74. Here fourth question. Okay, discuss with your group and justify the title of the poem The Pulley in your own words. Actually the pulley helps to draw water from the well, but in this poem here pulley means peace of mind. Okay, here peace of mind is the pulley. God holds the ropes in his hand. When we don't have peace of mind, we move towards God or we move towards him in prayers. Peace of mind pulls us towards God. Okay, now see next question, page number 74b. Pick out 3 lines that contain monologues of God. Actually monologues means conversation of one person. Okay, conversation of one person is called monologue. Okay, see, let us pour on him all we can, one line. Okay, and he would adore my gifts instead of me, that also God's monologue. Okay, and at weariness may toss him to my breast. Okay, and next see question number 5. Pick out 2 lines that contain the following figures of speech. That antithesis already I explained, alliteration also already I explained, inversion also already I explained. Okay, you listen, you watch my video, then you will get everything. Okay, each and every stanza I explained many more figure of speech. Okay, and see next again given explain the figures of speech in the following lines. B. Okay, there also rest in the bottom, that also I explained all. Okay, all 3 I explained. Okay, so you take down and see here appreciation of poem. and one figure of speech pun given, that already you watch my video figure of speech part 1 and part 2, then you will get all 20 figure of speech. Okay, and see here appreciation of poem. The Pulli is written by the great poet George Herbert, okay, who was a priest by profession. He wrote religious poems. The central idea of the poem is we are made aware of relationship between God and man, who is God's creation. God gives so many blessings to his devotees. God created man and showered his blessings on him. God realized that if he gave man all his blessings and gifts, man would very soon forget him. Okay, the least man can do is thank God for the gifts showered upon him, and man will be so happy with what he has that he will forget God completely. God realized this, hence he decided to keep back the most important blessing, rest and peace of mind. When man needs this peace of mind, he turned to God and prays. This remaining gift is the pulley that God uses to pull us towards him. Okay, and rhyme scheme of the poem is A B A B A. This rhyme scheme is same throughout the poem. Rhyming words are, you write all rhyming words. Okay, all 4 stanzas rhyming words you write there. And figure of speech, there are many figure of speech such as repetition, inversion, personification, alliteration, antithesis, etc. You complete your workbook. Whatever question I discussed, you complete it. One more thing, textbook page number 75. Write a paragraph on the points in each block given below to get a summary on each of the 4 stanzas of the poem. Actually, that board reduced portion, no need to write it. Okay, thank you.